Everyone, this is Polly from Polly's Pretties coming at you today with a DIY. I'm going to call this candy because it's made from chenille stems, and usually when I use it the most is around the holidays. So what you're going to need today to do the project we're going to do is glue sticks and a glue gun, scissors, a round object so that you can draw around it on your felt. You're going to need a piece of felt, a popsicle stick or jumbo craft stick cut in half, and chenille stems. What we're going to be making today is some of these bows here, which are super easy, the mini candy canes, the Christmas candy, the cinnamon bun, and the lollipop. Like I said, usually I use them around Christmas and the holidays. So I've already twisted two of the Tencel chenilles together, which is what I usually use to make the candy canes because it's prettier, and sometimes to make the double bow, which has two colors. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this and show you how to go ahead and do the candy canes. And you're going to take it and kind of bend it in half, making sure the ends touch, and it stays in a circle like this, and then you pull it up with your scissors to make it tight and cut. Now, you can lay one piece of that aside, and then you're going to take the next one and you're going to cut it again. Lay this one piece aside and keep a piece. Now as you see, I've got my finger here. I'm going to roll the top of the chenille stem around my finger and trying to remember to keep it round so it looks like a little candy cane. So there's a candy cane done. Again, roll it around the top piece of your finger to get the desired effect. And then, there you go, candy cane. Now moving on, let's go ahead and go to the bows. I'm going to do a single bow first. And all you have to do is kind of make like a ribbon, like you would for breast cancer awareness, which I will be showing you how to do a ribbon here later. I don't have any on the table at the moment. Anyway, you squish the back toward the front, making sure to keep your little leg pieces together here. This one on this side comes up, over, around, and down. Do the same with the other one, except it goes backwards, over, around, and down. This is what holds your chenille together so that it doesn't come apart when you're using it in projects. Then, you flatten your little bow a bit here in the center. And for me, I just use my fingers, but you can use a pen. You could use a glue stick, anything you want to kind of get the roundness of the bow piece here. And you work with it. So, that being said, there's your bow. So now I've showed you how to do the candy cane, I've showed you how to do the bow. The double bow is exactly the same, just you use the twisted pipe cleaner. Now I'm going to show you how I made these, which is the candy, the cinnabon, and the lollipop. So again, you're going to need two chenille stems, and for these I generally do use the fuzzy ones. I mean, I've tried with the Tencel ones and it looks okay, but it's not a favorite. So you start twisting at the top, just enough to get it to stick together, and then you come down and you just twist, 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 all the way down to the other end. And if you've noticed, I'm using a tan and a brown. That way it does look more like a cinnamon bun. But you could use any color you want to for any kind of candy you want to. So, now that it's all twisted, what you do is you take the little piece in your hand and you go working it in a circle. Just like this around itself. Little bit of a circle going here. Okay? You can see that it does want to pop back apart as you're going. It loosens. So what you want to do, and this is where your hot glue gun comes in at, is you just take your hot glue gun and run just a thin line, not very much at all, right there, just to hold it. And then you bring your next round right across that hot glue so that it sits it in place there. And that way it holds it so it doesn't go popping out of place. Then you start winding again for a little bit. And then when you get to a point where you think, oh, okay, well, maybe I've got enough, you run a small line of hot glue. And I mean a small one. You don't want to put a ton because it does dry quickly. So, that being said, start wrapping it around there. And of course I get hot glue on my fingers. That can't be helped though. When you come to the end, you're really going to want to pay attention. You're going to want to make sure this is all sitting kind of flat and mixed together so it looks like a candy piece or a Cinnabon or a lollipop. And then for this last little piece, to make sure it doesn't go popping anywhere, you put that little bit of hot glue and you hold it in place just a couple seconds, long enough for it to dry. And I mean just long enough for it to dry. And it doesn't matter which side you pick as your front or your back, because for the Cinnabon you're going to cover it with the white felt. For the candy, you just look for the best side and make that your front. Same way with the sucker. So, as you can see, I'm picking off little hot glue strings because I don't want them in there. Okay, so here's my bottom for my Cinnabon. We now have that done. Now you're going to take this, your circle, you're going to place it on your felt, get your drawing tool, and yes, you're going to draw around your circle here. Okay, place this out of your way, that out of your way, and you're going to cut your circle out with your scissors. Cut right on the line you drew, and hopefully your scissors cut a little faster than mine. The joy about these Cinnabons is once you get your circle cut, alright, to make the Cinnabon piece, like you see here, the white frosting piece, all I did was take my scissors and kind of do a weave. Just weave it around there. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be even, just has to weave a bit to look like icing. And this also cuts off any of the black marker, if you're using that in the back, that might be there. The other joy of this is they don't have to be exactly alike with the last one, as you see. Take some hot glue, make sure to press it on the back, like so. Try to get all your strings caught up in there so you don't have to deal with them. Lay this down on your ready-made chenille stem piece and press just enough to get the glue to set the felt to the chenille stem. And if you have an edge like I do here and it looks a little too big, guess what? There you go. You can trim that little edge. And then you have your little iced cinnamon bun. Anyway, this is Polly from Polly's Pretties saying thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. To make the popsicle here, or the lollipop, all you would do is leave the felt off, or you could leave it iced if you like, and you just glue this stick, put some hot glue on here, and then you place it about halfway up your ready-made candy. And let it sit for a little bit, and voila. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday. See you next time.